tried to turn it up, so you can always come closer too. We're in a little bit of a cave up here where the sound...
Live in the holler to the old oak tree. Say, darling, say, live
sometimes stumble over the words on that one because I can't decide in the moment if I'm singing the grown-up or the kids' lyrics. And then sometimes I mix up the two, and then that's when it really goes off the rails. Alright, let's do Cumberland Gap, 3 parts. There's a tune called Cumberland Gap. You're in D.
You can go to A if you need to.
Let's go to A. Oh, let's try Waterbound. I wanted to play a cover, one of my favorite covers, by someone named Dirk Powell, who's a wonderful musician and songwriter. He wrote this song. Stars are shining bright. Storm come up and the tree come down, and I tell you boys, I was waterbound. Waterbound on a stranger's shore. River rising to my door. Carried my home to the field below. I'm waterbound, nowhere to go. Rusty door and a falling star. I ain't got a dime in my nation's sack, and I'm waterbound and I can't get back. Believe me, count my tracks. The river's long and the river's wide, and I'll meet you boys on the other side. Say my name and don't forget. Water still ain't got me yet. Ain't nothing but I'm bound to roam, and I'm waterbound and I can't get home. Stars are shining bright. Storm come up and the tree come down, and I tell you boys, I was waterbound. Dirk Powell, one of my favorites. Let's do Chandelier.
Cool.
This is a song I wrote. It's a song about a family farm that my dad grew up living at in the summers in the Catskill Mountains, in a little town called Chandelier. The song is called Chandelier. careful what you say, 'cause baby, you know it all comes back around. I remember that cherry grove, spending all day fishing on the farm, my summer home, packed full of cousins in the kitchen. 400 acres off sand pond, hay fields and mountainsides. 5 generations in the same spot, like the fruit clinging to the vine. I was born in a thunderstorm in a town called Calicoon. Time passed like childhood, so sweet but gone too soon. Chandelier to every peak. It's a story been told about the land right under our feet. Chandelier to every peak. It's a story runs deep, runs 6 feet deep. I traveled wide, I knew famine and feast. Learned the land like family, hard to keep in one piece. Well, the cows got sold off, and we tried to keep the roof from falling. And Cousin Joe would sue us if we didn't sell. He could hear the sound of greenbacks calling. Final word from the lawyer came. I read that letter and my heart fell. Drove all night to collect my things, climbed the roof and I took that dinner bell. Many years later for a funeral, I returned to Chandelier. And the one who took it all, he was there to deliver the eulogy. Then right in front of our very eyes, he fell down dead from a heart attack. But I knew the real cause of death was Cousin Joe's past, he's coming back. Chandelier to every peak. It's a story been told about land right under our feet. It's a story runs deep, runs 6 feet deep. Time will play you for a fool. Each time you close your eyes. Don't let your dreams be replaced by greed and lies. And they'll be waiting for you at sunrise. Bell for the last time, but everyone has departed. Grandmothers Agnes, Mildred, Ruth, and May, all broken hearted. When I die, I'll finally get a good night's sleep. Take my body, baby, throw it on the compost heap. Gently story runs deep, runs 6 feet deep. mess up the last chord. Thank you. That's called Chandelier. That's not recorded yet, but I hope to record it soon. You know what we should do? It's Frankie and Albert. It's just one part song. It's G, A, D, and E. You can listen a couple times. This is a tune called Frankie and Albert. Sometimes I play things my whole life on the fiddle, and they're really not in a good key for me to sing. So I'm gonna play it on the guitar, and it'll be in a better key for me to sing. It's called Frankie and Albert. It's a tune that also goes by Frankie and Johnny in the bluegrass world. Oh, sorry, I'm playing my song again. Okay. They all sound the same. Frankie was a good woman, everybody knows. Pay $100 bill for little Albert's suit of clothes. He's my man, my gambling man. Frankie went down to the bar, ordered up a glass of beer. Said she to the bartender, "Is my little Albert here?" He's my man, my gambling man. Well, I ain't gonna tell you no stories, ain't gonna tell you no lies. He left here just about a moment ago with a girl called Alice Fry. He's your man, and he done you wrong. Frankie went out a-walking, she did not go for fun. For under her apron she had concealed a 44 smokeless gun. Murder the man that done her wrong. Please don't murder me, Frankie. Please don't murder me now. For I love you, indeed I do. And you know my love is true. I'm your man, your gambling man. Turn me over, Frankie. Turn me over slow. Please don't touch my wounded side. My heart will overflow. I'm your man, your gambling man. Drive out your rubber-tired buggy. Drive out your rubber-tired hat. There's 11 men going to the graveyard, only 10 are coming back. He's my man, my gambling man. Frankie was a good woman, everybody knows. She paid $100 bill for little Albert's suit of clothes. He's my man, my gambling man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, we always have a little break in the middle of a show, so everybody trying to be polite can go home. But you guys seem to have made it. I'm just trying to think. Austin, Texas. All right, we'll play another original. This is a song I wrote with my sister. It's called "Red Dust in Texas." takes what he needs. He picks the prettiest flower leaves, he pulling them weeds. Rides into town and he takes what he needs. He picks the prettiest flower leaves, he pulling them weeds. Red dust in Texas, clouds up when he rides, the sun on his face, tears that he cries. Red dust in Texas is blood and it's time. He moves on the wind, life is a crime. Covers his face so I can't see his worst. Says he's looking for a love that can rival his first. Covers his face so I can't see his worst. Says he's looking for a love that could rival his first. Red dust in Texas, clouds up when he rides, sun on his face, tears that he cries. Red dust in Texas is blood and it's time. He moves on the wind, his life is a crime. Part of the hill, it's part of the sky, and folks nod their heads as he passes on by. He's part of the hill, and he's part of the sky. Folks nod their heads as he passes on by. Red dust in Texas, clouds up when he rides, sun on his face, tears that he cries. Red dust in Texas, blood and it's time, moves on the wind, life is a Thank you. All right, well, we're gonna play a couple more. We're gonna play another country song by someone named Walt Aldridge. He's a great songwriter. I don't think he's so much of a singer of his own songs, but it's a song called Ain't No Ash Will Burn. It's in the key of C if anybody wants to come play the piano or something. you. I better put this guitar away. All right, I think we're gonna play one more fiddle tune. Thank you all for coming. Maybe we'll do this again sometime. It's really a beautiful space. We're gonna play an old train song called Reuben's Train. Also goes by the name of Train 45. historic schoolhouse in Norwich, Vermont. Now that I found this place, I'm so excited to know about it. And thanks all for coming, and have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Thank you.